Good morning, cadets. We have almost reached to the last concept of this topic. That is very interesting phenomenon called as beats. Okay. In the last session, we discussed about the normal modes of vibration of air in an open pipe, and we also discussed what are the factors affecting the speed of light. Okay. Now let us discuss very interesting phenomenon called as beats. This beats arises because of interference of two harmonic waves of very close frequency. Close frequency in the sense the difference between those frequency of the waves should be very less. Such harmonic waves of close frequencies, if they are interfering at a particular instant, then the resultant sound that we hear will be having a frequency almost same as those of the two harmonic waves, but in addition to that we hear very clear distinct increasing and decreasing frequencies. This is called as beats. To give you an example, you are all familiar about these beats. When you go to temple, you will ring the bell. Now you ring the bell two times. One this time, one you ring the bell this left side and ring the bell towards right side. Same bell. If it is bigger one, it is quite interesting. If it is bigger one, we can hear it very clearly. Big bell, like our school bell. It's very big. So hit the bell two times. Dun dun. If you hit the bell, then listen to the sound that is arising. You will listen to the sound increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing. So you will have a kind of phenomenon known as beats. Dun sound will be heard if it is hit once. If it is hit another time, dun dun sound will be heard. Then the resulting sound that is heard will be having increasing, decreasing. Wee sound will be heard. So this is called as beats. So beats arises because of interference of two harmonic waves of close frequencies. Let us define what is beats. When two harmonic waves two harmonic sound waves of close frequency close frequencies in the sense not equal frequencies with slight difference in frequencies. That is the meaning of close. With slight difference in frequencies interfere means superpose over each other, then resulting or if you write resultant wave has average frequency in the sense almost the same frequency of these frequencies with increase and decrease. It is also called as waxing and waning. increasing the frequency is called a waxing, decreasing frequency is called waning. Waxing and waning effect will be heard. With increase and decrease in intensity. With increase and decrease. Increase is also called as waxing and decrease is called as waning. With increase and decrease in intensity of sound. Such a phenomenon is called as beats. When two harmonic waves of close frequencies with slight difference between them interfere, then the resultant wave has an average frequency with an increase and decrease. With increase and decrease in intensity of sound, this phenomenon is termed as beats. You must have observed whenever you have visited a musical concert, the artists, the musicians, they first set their instruments. They will be testing their instruments with the other instruments of the other musicians. They go on testing until the beats are eliminated. When the frequencies of the instruments are almost the same with slight difference, then there will be a phenomenon of beats, increasing and decreasing of intensity, which is not desirable. There will be increasing and decreasing of intensity, which is not desirable. So they go on tuning these instruments until the beats are totally eliminated, totally removed. And then they start their concert, they start their musical play, right? So this is quite common whenever instruments are being used, musical instruments, where the frequencies are almost lying close, then they interfere with an effect of increasing, decreasing. That is what we call as waxing and waning of intensity of sound. Okay. Now, in order to study it mathematically, we will consider two harmonic waves at x equal to 0. Two harmonic waves at x equal to 0. And since we are considering the sound waves, so instead of displacement y, we are taking here displacement s. Let us consider two harmonic waves. Let us consider two harmonic waves with slight difference in frequencies. Two harmonic waves of nearly same frequency or nearly equal angular frequency. Omega 1 and omega 2, such that the difference between omega and omega 2, the difference between omega 1 and omega 2 is very less, right? Of nearly equal angular frequency, close angular frequency. For the location to be at x equal to 0. Let us consider two harmonic waves of nearly equal angular frequencies, omega 1 and omega 2, at x equal to 0. For the location, x equal to 0, then kx term will not be there. So I can write what is displacement for first one, S1 equal to A cos omega 1t. A cos, instead of sin we are taking cos. A cos omega 1t and S2 equal to A cos omega 2t. Since we have taken the location to be x equal to 0 for convenience, so kx term will not be there. So we get S1 equal to A cos omega 1t, S2 equal to A cos omega 2t, where S1 and S2 represent the displacements of longitudinal waves. Here S1 and S2 are displacements of displacement functions representing sound waves, or in general longitudinal waves. Now, when they interfere, the resulting displacement becomes S equal to S1 plus S2 according to principle of superposition. Then the resultant displacement S becomes equal to S1 plus S2. This is principle of superposition. Principle of superposition. Now let us add this. S1 is equal to A cos omega 1t, S2 equal to A cos omega 2t, where A is the amplitude. We are considering both the harmonic waves of same amplitude with slight difference in their frequencies, omega 1 and omega 2, such that omega 1 is slightly greater or less than omega 2, right? Now let us see what happens when we add them using principle of superposition. So S is equal to S1 plus S2, A cos omega 1t plus A cos omega 2t. Now we make use of a trigonometric identity. Cos A plus cos B is equal to 2 times cos A minus B by 2 into cos A plus B by 2. We use this identity to get the result, that is resultant displacement. Therefore resultant displacement S is equal to 2 times the amplitude A as this cos omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 into t as this cos A plus B omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2 into t, since t is common, right? So this is how we get one cos function having difference of angular velocities divided by angular frequencies divided by 2, another one having the average of angular frequencies, that is omega 1 plus omega 2 divided by 2. So this we write here, cos omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2. So directly we write instead of that omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2, let us take it as omega b. This is what we are going to represent it as beat frequency, omega b, and cos omega 1 plus omega 2 by 2. This one is nothing but average omega A. This is giving us average angular frequency. Average angular frequency, and this is giving us angular beat frequency. So here omega B into 2, if you take it to the left and right hand side, it becomes 2 omega B. 2 omega B is equal to omega 1 minus omega 2. Here we know that omega is equal to 2 pi nu, where omega is angular frequency and nu is the actual frequency, linear frequency. So if you take out 2 pi cancels, so you are left with 2 nu B is equal to nu 1 minus nu 2. So this itself we call it as beat frequency. Nu 1 minus nu 2 itself is called as beat frequency, nu B. Right? Therefore, beat frequency is giving us difference in frequencies. For example, suppose we have taken two tuning forks, one of 410 Hertz, another one is of 405 Hertz. One of 410 Hertz, another one of 405 Hertz. So the difference in frequencies, 410 minus 405 becomes beat frequency. That is 410 minus 405 becomes 5 Hertz. So 5 Hertz becomes beat frequency. And then 410 plus 405 divided by 2, that becomes average frequency. Right? That becomes average frequency, that is 410 plus 405 divided by 2, that comes out to be 407.5. So the resulting wave has combination of both beat frequency as well as average frequency. This is interesting. So when you draw the pattern of such a wave, you will come to know the amplitude. The amplitude is increasing and decreasing. Amplitude is increasing and decreasing. So 2A is not the amplitude here. 2A into cos omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2. This becomes the beat frequency. This becomes the amplitude, variation of amplitude of beats. Right? So this gives us displacement function of the phenomenon called as beats. Right? So now you can write this equation. Therefore, S is equal to 2A cos omega bt. Omega bt, where B is the beat frequency, omega bt. Omega 1 minus omega 2 by 2 is taken as omega b, omega bt. And this one we have taken cos omega at. So it has both beat frequency as well as average frequency. What is the meaning of this? Let us understand by considering one example. Okay, consider that there are two waves. One is of 11 Hertz frequency and another one is of 9 Hertz frequency. So that the difference between them is 2 Hertz. 2 Hertz becomes the beat frequency, and when you take the average 11 plus 9 divided by 2, 20 by 2, that becomes 10 Hertz. 10 Hertz becomes the average frequency, right? So the resulting wave will be having frequency almost the same as either of these two harmonic waves, like average frequency. But in addition to that, the amplitude itself vibrates. The amplitude itself vibrates with beat frequency. Waxing and waning, waxing and waning, waxing and waning of amplitude takes place. Increasing and decreasing of the amplitude takes place. That's why the sound that is heard will be having this effect of increasing, decreasing, waxing and waning. Wing. Sound will be heard. That's very interesting. Okay, let us draw the pattern. Now let us consider an example of two waves undergoing interference forming the beats. You can see here one is of 11 hertz, this is of 11 hertz, and second one is of 9 hertz. When you look at this wave pattern, they are both having same amplitude, plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1, same amplitude, and you can see this is having 11 hertz, means 11 waves per second. You can just count from here to here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 waves per second. And this is having 9 waves per second. From here to here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 waves per second. So very closely lined frequencies. When these waves interfere each other, then the beat frequency nu b, beat frequency nu b becomes nu 1 minus nu 2, that is 11 minus 9, so it becomes 2 hertz. So beat frequency becomes 2 hertz. Then average frequency becomes 3. Nu a is equal to nu nu 1 plus nu 2 by 2, that is 11 plus 9 by 2, it becomes simply 10 hertz. It means the resultant, which I am going to draw now, the resultant will be having 10 hertz, that is 10 waves per second. So I have taken time axis along the x-axis and amplitude along y-axis. And amplitude will be 2a, maximum value of amplitude is 2a, right? Therefore, when you draw this, the amplitude will be varying between plus 2 to minus 2. And beats, the amplitude itself is varying with 2 hertz. 2 hertz means 2 amplitudes per second. 2 amplitudes per second means varying between maximum and minimum. So it will be like this. So if I draw like this, it is going to be 1. So it's going to be here. In 0.5 second, the amplitude is varying once, one complete oscillation. Then again in yes. Now you see in 1 second it undergoes 2 variations. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right? 2 oscillations. This is in 0.5. In next 0.5 again it is undergoing one more variation, one more oscillation. So this is amplitude itself. The amplitude itself is having 2a cos omega bt. 2a cos omega bt. That's what I am drawing now, first amplitude. Next, you can continue like this. Right? So in the same way, from negative value also you can see. Yes. Yes. This is how the variation takes place. Now this includes average frequency. Average frequency you can see here, it is having 10 hertz, 10 full waves per second. So 10 waves I am going to draw now. 10 waves, right? One, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Now in 0.5 seconds it is completing 5 waves. Next 0.5 seconds again it is completing 5 more waves. So 6, 7, 8, 10, 9, 10. So it continues. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yes, exactly. It continues what? 20 oscillations in 2 seconds. In 1 second, it completes 10 oscillations. So, the interior waves which have drawn, they represent the average frequency, and the exterior, that is the amplitude. The amplitude is showing the beat frequency. So, you can just note down this beat frequency. Yes. So beat frequency mu b is equal to 2 hertz, and average frequency mu b and average frequency is 10 hertz. So this is the meaning of beats. That's how you can see the amplitude itself is decreasing, increasing, decreasing, increasing. When the amplitude itself is increasing, decreasing between 2A to 0, 2A to 0, 2 to 0, 2 to 0, it means the intensity of sound is increasing, decreasing. So this increasing intensity and decreasing intensity is also termed as waxing and waning of intensities. Okay, this is how we study the resultant. This is the resultant wave, which we call as beats. It is called as beats. So when two waves of close frequencies interfere each other, the resulting interfered wave is having opposite superposition called as beats, wherein intensity is increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing. Right? That's how we learn the waxing and waning. Right? Now let us solve one simple problem, based on which you will come to know what is the meaning of beats. Let us quickly solve a problem. Two sitar strings, A and B, playing the note dha. You must be knowing that there are 7 notes, 7 swaragalu, 7 swaragalu, 7 notes. Sa, Ri, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa. So each note has a particular frequency. It has a frequency. Sa, Ri, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. So these 7 notes are the fundamental notes of our Indian music, classical music, right? So they produce the note dha, but they are slightly out of tune, and they produce beats of frequency 5 hertz. Means there is a slight difference in their frequencies. The tension of the string B, is slightly increased, and the beat frequency is found to decrease to 3 hertz. Their intention is to reduce the beat frequency and bring it to 0. So by slightly tightening the string, by slightly increasing the tension of the string B, the beat frequency of B is found to decrease. The beat frequency is found to decrease to 3 hertz. What is the original frequency of B? If the frequency of A is 427 hertz, if the frequency of A is 427 hertz, it is not B, it is frequency of A is 427 hertz. Now we know beat frequency. Beat frequency is equal to nu1 minus nu2. Here you can take nu A minus nu B. Nu A minus nu B or nu B minus nu A. So this is already given. Initial beat frequency nu B is equal to 5 hertz. 5 hertz. So this implies that nu A, if it is 427, if the difference is 5, then nu B must be 422. 422. That's how we think of. If suppose B itself is having higher frequency, B itself is having higher frequency than A. Suppose it is having instead of 422, suppose it is having 422, suppose it is having 432. If it is 432, if B is, for example, here, first I will find out 5 is equal to nu A. Nu A is 427 minus nu B. Therefore, nu B, this you can take small b so that there will be no confusion. That is beat frequency. So nu B, that is the frequency of string B, now becomes 427 minus 5. So it becomes 422. This is how I assumed. It may be possible that the B may be having higher frequency than A. If nu B is having higher frequency than nu A, suppose in that case possible value of nu B will be 432. So that 432 minus 427 becomes 5 hertz. But you see the condition, what is given here. When the tension of the string B is slightly increased, when the tension is increased, then the frequency of B is still increasing. From 432 to, it will be further increasing to about more than that. If the frequency of nu B increases, then beat frequency also increases. Beat frequency will be increasing more than 5 hertz. It will be increasing more than 5 hertz. But what is given here? By increasing the tension of the string B, the beat frequency is reduced. It is reduced to 3 hertz. It is reduced to 3 hertz. It is reduced to 3 hertz means the frequency of B must be less than frequency of A. For example, if nu B is greater than nu A, then using above equation, nu B would be equal to 427 plus 5, then it will be 432 hertz. This is not possible. Not possible because from the given condition, when the tension of string B is increased, when the tension of string B increased, the frequency increases further, and the beat frequency as it is given here, it is supposed to decrease. Beat frequency does not decrease. On the other hand, beat frequency increases. Therefore, the possible value of the frequency of B is 422 hertz. So that when the 422 hertz original frequency is increased, suppose it is increased to 424, then the beat frequency becomes 3 hertz. I think you have understood the problem. You have got the problem, right? So simple problems will be asked on beats. Okay. Now that's how we complete the concept on beats. In the next session, we'll solve some numerical problems on the waves. Thank you. Have a nice day.